Hey guys, I'm Neil Maddox, and for this week's Brain in the News presentation, I'm going to be going off an article by Drew Harwell of the Washington Post titled, How Winning the Masters Made Jordan Spieth into Under Armour's Hero and Nike's Nightmare. So Under Armour is a company that started up in the late 90s and became popular through the 2000s with a new kind of stretchy material. And when I think of Under Armour, the first thing that comes to mind is the original Under Armour shirts, the compression shirts that are made out of stretchy material that wicks sweat away from the body. They're also famous more recently for creating trendy uniforms and their in-your-face commercials. And today, Under Armour has a total revenue of over $3 billion and has passed Adidas to become the second leading athletic apparel company in the United States. And for Under Armour, it's clear to see that business is booming. You can see the graph there that they've had over 18 years of growth and there's no slowing down in sight. They've been able to gain key endorsements from players such as Tom Brady in the NFL and Stephen Curry in the NBA, who's a leading MVP candidate this year. But the one I want to focus on today is Jordan Spieth, a golfer who won the Masters this past weekend. So who is Jordan Spieth? He's a 21-year-old golfer who won the 2015 Masters Golf Tournament this past weekend. And not only did he win it, he won it in dominating fashion. He was the second youngest player ever to win the Masters behind Tiger Woods and tied the course record at 18 under par, also by Tiger. Under Armour signed him to a contract in 2013 and recently signed him to a 10-year extension in January of this year. So, in other words, Spieth will be wearing Under Armour hats, clothes, and shoes for the next decade. And so they've signed a major player. So the impact for Under Armour this weekend, they calculated over 16 logos from the hat, shirt, pants, and belt and shoes that Jordan wore this weekend. And it was estimated that the TV exposure alone was worth $33.9 million over the 4-day Masters broadcast, which was a huge brand appeal for the company and a huge get. This is really their first big golf sponsor or golf endorser to make it big. And then they're capitalizing on that by featuring his clothes from the tournament each day online on their store. And you could also say that Spieth's sponsorship closely parallels that of Nike and Tiger. When Nike signed Tiger Woods, he was just a 19-year-old too as well. And as his popularity grew, so did Nike's. And they grew hand in hand. And so Under Armour is hoping the same thing will happen with their golf brand. So here's what the front page of Under Armour looks like this week after the Masters. And you can see all his outfits are for sale. And they're not really cheap either. They're like $75 for a polo, $80 for his pants, $20 belt, $30 hat. And so they're really capitalizing on this. And actually for Under Armour, golf apparel has been an area of strength because the golfing community has started to switch from cotton-based polos to more of a synthetic blend that Under Armour sells and specializes in. And in terms of impact on golf in general, Spieth is kind of the next generation of golfers. And you can really see a budding rivalry between him and Nike's Roy McIlroy, who is number one in the world. So you'd also see a rivalry between Under Armour and Nike as well, which is kind of interesting. And really, Spieth is the next generation of American golfers. He generates increased interest. He's a young, dynamic, fun player to watch and persuades other people to pick up a club. And he has a very down-to-earth demeanor, clean-cut image. He's young, he's likable. Pretty much everything you'd want as an endorser. And according to Kevin Plank of Under Armour, this quote, he says, "He was like apple pie with a golf club. There is nothing more Americana than Jordan Spieth this weekend." And I would have to agree. So now for the questions. Do you think Under Armour's fast growth is a result of superior product or rather superior marketing? And second, have you ever purchased something specifically because an athlete or celebrity endorsed it? Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the discussion board.